The secrets are out. Gary Lineker of Match of the Day is the second highest paid star on the BBC. Behind him is Graham Norton.
Yes, you got it!
But at number one on the list published today, it's Chris Evans. £2.2 million for Radio 2 and Top Gear. There was a little crowd of reporters waiting as he left work today.
We are the ultimate public company, I think, and therefore I think that it's probably on balance right and proper that people know what we get paid, I think.
And here are the details. Gary Lineker's deal is heading towards £1.8 million. Radio 2's Jeremy Vine takes home just under £750,000. Hugh Edwards earns between £550,000 and £599,000. And John Humphreys from the Today programme and Mastermind gets almost £650,000. And today, he was the one facing the tough questions.
What do I do? On paper, absolutely nothing that justifies that huge amount of money. If you compare me with lots of other people who do visible, if a doctor saves a child's life or a nurse comforts a dying person. However, we operate in a marketplace. I think I provide a fairly useful service. I mean, somebody has to do the job of trying to hold power to account.
What's also notable are the names that are missing. No David Dimbleby. No David Attenborough. No Mary Berry. Anyone paid through an independent production company or the BBC's commercial arm isn't on the list. So Graham Norton's earnings from his production company are probably not included. But it's still a list of 96 names earning more than £150,000.
We are constantly working at ensuring that we get the balance right between our public, who want to have great shows presented by stars and great presenters, and them also wanting to know that their money, and it's their money, public money, is being spent properly. And that's always a balance. And over the last 2 or 3 years, yes, some key presenters and others have taken pay cuts.
But is it enough? On the BBC tour today in Salford, there were some who felt it could go further.
Yeah, they probably should be well paid. They're doing high pressure jobs. A lot's expected of them, but it's hard to imagine earning sums like that. So I'm going to say no, they're not worth that.
It's a national treasure, it's really important, so we should be able to pay competitive rates. But I'm a bit shocked at what Chris Evans gets paid.
They are on large amounts, but I've noticed that the women are on a lot less.
Indeed, the highest paid woman only just makes it into the top 10. Claudia Winkleman at around £450,000. Indeed, looking at the list, 2/3 of the names are men. In the top 20, there are just 5 women. And when it comes to black or Asian or BAME presenters, there's not one in the top 20.
And this is licence fee payers' money. They need to know where the money is being spent and that they're getting that value for money. And I think by having that transparency, we have the opportunity to see where there's maybe gender pay gaps and where there's issues about BAME presenters perhaps not being paid as much as others.
Meanwhile, at Radio 2, the listeners were turning the tables on Jeremy Vine.
Are you embarrassed to pick up your paycheck?
And outside, more questions.
I'm just sorry, I think the BBC's really hurting today.
Where is everyone?
The highest paid BBC actor? Derek Thompson, Charlie from Casualty. Of course, most actors are off the list because they work for independents. And with Amazon and Netflix, talent costs are rising. It's not just ITV outbidding the BBC anymore. But for those paying the licence fee, today has been an eye-opening glimpse into where their money has been going.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.